The Creepinati up in here.
Up in her, up in her.
All right. So we wanted to drop a little happy
/ get to know ya.
Well, get to know us. I mean, you could talk back to us.
We just can't hear.
Right. But you can email us or write in the Facebook.
Or write in the Patreon. We get those messages too. Dun, dun, dun. So we just wanted to do just a quick little episode as part of our 13 Days of Halloween to tell you about some of our Halloween experiences.
Yeah, and what Halloween means to us. It's like book report style. Hold on, let me get it. No, I'm just kidding.
I can tell you what Halloween means to me.
Candy.
You bitch stole my thunder.
I mean, it could have something to do with a
big old bucket that's sitting right next to me. I took some candy to work, and it was gone in like a day and a half. Like, not just me, because like I let everybody have it, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be that bitch. But it was gone so fast.
Because you got the good.
That's what I took, too.
Even though, I will tell you, Carrie, if you want to have your candy with her, do it. Because she loves dots. She loves all the, like...
Tootsie Rolls?
Tootsie Rolls. I hate those. Like, everything I don't like, she loves. And I'm like, yeah, leave the Reese's. Leave the Snickers.
Which I love. Oh, I don't like... Well, I will... Okay, let's be clear. I'll fucking eat anything. I'm like a goat when it comes to candy. So I will eat a Snickers. But it will never be what I choose.
Yeah.
I'll never go... I'll be like, well, I guess there's just a fucking Snickers left. I'll eat that.
I will tell you, I used to love those Smarties, but I can't eat those now.
Don't tell me why. I don't want to know.
Oh, no. I mean, it's just like...
Chalk. But I still love it. The cheaper the candy, the better it is.
That's so true for her.
It is. Don't just give me all the candy.
Yeah. Like, literally go to Dollar General, randomly just pick up one that you're like, no one's going to like this. Carrie would be like, jackpot. And I'm over here like, I'm sorry.
I'm going to need the full-size Snickers. Thanks.
I need Reese's Pumpkins. Thanks.
Okay. Ooh, I have
That
one.
was that fucking tangent of candy. I mean, do you expect anything less, people?
I mean, it's always all about the food.
You know this.
Okay. Question.
Ooh. By the way, we did not script this.
This is completely...
I mean, I just
flying
sprung
by
it
the
on
seat
her.
of our pants. Like, I was like, I'm ready for bed, Donna. And she was like, let's record an episode. I was like, fuck, okay. Only for our Creepinati. Okay. What was your favorite Halloween costume ever?
Medusa.
When was that? Oh, when you were a kid, huh?
My sister loved Halloween. Lori, my oldest. And I was her guinea pig. So anything she's like, ooh, let's do this. And I'm like, okay. I was not cute little, like, unicorn. No. I was like prom queen from hell. Medusa. I can't think, like a zombie. God, I can't think of another one. But Medusa, people took pictures of me.
Didn't you do something
shit.
with Chucky?
Oh, fuck no. Okay. No.
You had the doll, which
Yes.
we've told on an episode before.
Yes. That was my extent. I would never dress up
I
as a
thought you
doll.
did. I saw a video on Facebook today, or last night, that was this girl who was doing makeup to be the bride of Chucky, and it was like, you know how they like speed it up. And of course, I love watching
Oh my God, me
any
too.
type of like cake decorating or cookie
Yes.
decorating or makeup when it's sped up like that is like a freaking ASMR video for me.
Yes.
But
That's
she
what I
was
love on YouTube.
right, and so, but she did the bride of Chucky because at first I was like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
And then when I was like, oh my God, that's perfect.
What about you?
I think it's a toss up. I was always a clown at Halloween.
Oh, fuck.
Always. I know. And the thing is that in person, I hate clowns.
Uh-huh.
Like on movies and stuff like that, they don't scare me. Like I can, I'm not like Tiffany when it comes to that. But
Yeah.
if it's somebody in person that I don't know who they are in a clown thing,
Yeah.
that's any type of mask or a mascot or anything like that. If I don't know who they are, it scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
And it's because I'm too into like true crime and stuff. Even as a kid, I was like, I don't know who they are. I don't like it. So I think one year I was like this is probably one of the Halloweens I remember the most. I was like, I want to be a cowgirl. And so I remember getting dressed in my grandma's pink bathroom and my sister Kelly helping me because we went to the fall festival at the elementary school.
Yeah. Oh my God. That was the
best.
fucking best.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
This was the year that I won a goldfish.
Ooh.
Never won shit in my life. Won a fucking goldfish. Was so excited. And then it died that day.
I could have told you that.
So, but I remember like getting dressed for it and Kelly, my sister Kelly, doing like with eyeliner freckles on me, which make no damn sense because I have freckles.
I mean, they were just
more prominent, yes. And so I remember being so excited about that because it wasn't a clown.
Yeah.
And then I do remember this was probably, I think this was my last year trick-or-treating. Because I was the youngest of 4 kids, you know, like,
yeah.
So when it was my last year, it was just me trick-or-treating. Like, you know, like my parents, so that's boring.
Yeah.
But I was a Pee Wee cheerleader, as we know, because we've talked about Donna being the Olas.
Yeah.
This was back when I didn't know football. And Dallas was like the cool team. Now that like makes my soul cringe.
Yes.
But I was a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader in my Pee Wee cheerleading. And so I just wore my Dallas Cowboy cheerleader outfit.
That is so funny.
Meanwhile, I remember going to get sized for that and them having to like, they didn't have one I could try on. They just had to measure me because they didn't go that big. But
and you were like, fuck y'all, give me some candy.
Because when we were kids and we were plus size, like that was before plus size clothes were a thing.
Yeah.
Like that was before.
And that was before Walmart had good shit.
This was back when you had to shop in the JCPenney catalog for big girl clothes, or you had to buy in the adult section.
The women's, like, pleated khakis. Yes.
So every school performance of everything, you had to wear fucking ugly pleated khakis.
And we'd have to tuck our shirts in, so it was just like, hello, there's my gut.
Hello, there's the fat kid who had to shop in the adult clothes.
Yeah. Like, oh, my grandmother has those same pants.
Oh, you're so cute in those mom khakis.
Ugh, oh my God. Why did everything have to have khakis?
I don't know. I hate khakis. A lot of like PTs and OTs wear khakis and pillows, and I'm like, fuck no.
No.
Absolutely.
I mean,
not.
I don't like scrubs, but I damn sure don't want khakis. And polos. Ooh, God.
That doesn't look good on anyone.
No, and I have no neck and a big gooter. Which is what Tiffany calls double chin. So she'll be like, don't goose my gooter. It's a thing. Which I guess we never said on here. Anyway.
Oh, you know what was another really good one? The year we went as Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Oh, that one was good. Even though the person's house we went to was Tiffany's friend, and her daughter's friend was like, are you supposed to be nerds? Or something? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
Nope.
But thanks.
But she was also like a child.
Yeah, I mean, like 10. So, whatever. And I'm like, screw you, you fucker. Nerds are cool.
I mean, we are nerds, but just in real life.
I'm sorry. I'm
right now,
nerd.
yeah, right now we're just Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Who are you fucking rugrat?
You and these damn rugrats.
Okay. What was I going to say?
Oh my God. Okay. So next month is my parents' 50th wedding anniversary. And so we are getting together all of these, like my sisters and I, all these old pictures. And I found a picture from a Halloween from like circa 1985.
Oh, like you were born.
So I was like 6 months old in this picture. And I can't do. Yeah, hey, that was the right math. Look at me go. And so this was the year Casey was a punk rocker. And so she had like pink spray stuff in her hair because she's like 5. And she had like pinkish purple hair. Not very much. It almost just kind of looked like her hair was dirty. But and she's sitting there like, because Casey loves Halloween. Like, I mean,
yeah,
way more than us, like loves it. And she's sitting there like, after she's been trick-or-treating with her hair still colored.
Yeah.
And I'm like this baby next to her eating. It's like, if this is not so true to Casey and me 6 months into my life, I'm pretty sure that's a sucker in my hand, and she's like in her Halloween gear. So I'll post it for y'all because I found it and it is great.
That's funny. Oh my God, hilarious. Oh my gosh.
She's got like a little raglan on too. She looks so cute. She looks just like her son Cole here.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't she? Look at her little face.
Yeah, she does.
Cole's the one that did the introduction of the last Little Creepsters Like Me.
Oh my God, I was about to say that part. Oh, my Medusa costume? Okay. So my sister was not a great, like, planner of costumes. Like, ooh, let's do these snakes in your hair. Okay. Yeah, she got, like, full rubber snakes. So, and back then I actually had, like, long hair and it was thick. So it was all up in there.
Yeah.
But, like, I would have to hold my head straight because they were so freaking heavy.
Oh, I bet. It was like the ultimate, like, debutante training.
Yeah, like, I'm like, I don't think this is how this is supposed to work. No, she had, like, we're gonna scare you with a snake. Yeah, that was in my head. I'm like, oh my God. And so people would be like, oh my God, let me take a picture of you. My husband would love this. And I'm like, okay, just, can you take it?
Don't move your head. When we were kids too, we always went trick-or-treating in my grandma's neighborhood, like go to her house, visit her, let her see you, take pictures, and then go to her neighbors' houses. Well, this one neighbor that lived diagonal to her who had a beauty shop in the back of her house, and that's where Grandma got her hair done every Friday morning at 8 a.m. This lady fucking loved me. I don't even remember this. Like, Casey has told me this as an adult, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, I do not remember this happening. But she was one of those, like, fancy people that made the little bags of candy.
Mm-hmm, which is what I wanted to do for this one.
Mm-hmm. And she would, like, hand out the candy, hand out the little bags, and then, like, she would give Casey her bag, and then she'd be like, oh, hang on, Carrie, let me get yours. And, would go get me a separate bag that she had, like, specially made for me and put it in my bag.
Turns out it was poison.
Turns out it was just lots of extra calories. That's why I had to wear the fucking pleated pants. Full circle.
So secretly she hated you and she was plotting. She was like, this is my brew to make her wear those fucking khakis.
Exactly. I was also, you remember how when we were in high school and, like, if I went, like, rolling or something, like, well, as some people call it, TPing.
Yeah.
Because here, we didn't do it on Halloween. We did it on homecoming week.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like you did it to people you actually liked, not people you didn't like. Here is how it works.
I've never done it, though.
I do recall trying to get you to go many times.
Yeah.
And you always said, fuck no, I'm not running.
No, because like you, well, I will fall.
Yeah.
And I hurt myself when I fall.
I have never been rolling, again, toilet paper, like TPing, not like tripping. Although I did trip, like on roots and shit. And I would fall every single time. Well, it all started when I was a kid.
Oh, shit.
I would go trick-or-treating, and I would be so excited to get my fucking candy that I would run back to the car, and I would always fucking trip and fall. And one time I remember my bag broke. Yes. And candy went flying. Yeah. Most of the time, though, we had the little pumpkin head, and then we would keep old, like, grocery store paper bags in the car, and we would just, like, dump our...
That's what we did, too.
And so maybe it wasn't a bag. Maybe it was actually my pumpkin. And I just remember falling. And I was like, damn, that was the start of me falling every time I run. My shitty ankles started from a young age.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, sorry. Let me backtrack to the fall festival.
Okay.
Seriously, the best fall festival I've ever been to was at that elementary school.
It had the haunted.
That's what I was going to ask you. Did you like going through the haunted stuff, like where you'd have to crawl and...
Yes.
Oh my God, I loved it.
The only thing that I never did there because I didn't understand it was the cakewalk.
Oh, I did.
Don't understand it. It's like musical chairs, but for cakes.
Yes, you got a cake. And of course, I'm like, yes. I will.
That was always in the
definitely
PE gym, and I didn't understand it. There was a lot of people around. It gave me anxiety. Like, as an adult, I know what that stomach pain was.
do that. Yeah.
As an adult, I look back and I'm like, oh, I should have been medicated since, like, age 3.
Well, and my mom and sister owned a store. We'll have to get into that a lot later. But, because it sold everything. Like, everything. But they would raise money for my sister's friend's daughter who had, like, cockle meningitis or something. Anyway, so they would raise money for her, and they would do cakewalks and all of that. So I knew what that was because, again, I would do it.
Well, I never understood that. But I loved and I can even remember where in the in the elementary school that was.
Yeah.
Like, I can even remember going down the hall to it. I know exactly where it was.
Like, seriously, it was so fun. Oh my gosh. Okay.
But it would be like a legit haunted house.
Yeah.
In the mid, like, I feel like I remember Freddy Krueger being in there once.
God, it's probably true.
Like, it was legit.
Yeah. Loved it. Okay. So what is your, like, when you think of Halloween, you think of this memory?
When I think of happy Halloween memories, I think of when we got home with our big sunflower grocery store bags full of candy. I mean, I'm talking full.
Yeah.
To the fucking brim of candy. And we would dump it all out in a pile so Mom and Dad could pretend like they were looking through it for knives and shit. And open pieces of poison. Because we were those kids. You know what I mean? Like, that was like the age when people were like, oh my God, it's poison. But you would still get...
My mama did not care.
But you would still get, like, fruit from people and it was okay and you just eat it. But
yeah.
I mean, like, after all the candy was gone. But then we would dump it all out on the floor, spread it out, look at it, like...
Yeah.
And then we would eat a fuck ton and then go to bed.
Yeah. Which you really probably could do because you could get sleep all the time.
Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. I could sleep. I could just bow my head right now and go to sleep.
That is so funny.
What about you?
Okay, so all-time favorite, and it's so silly, you know, when you think about it. But me, Tiffany, we would trick-or-treat a lot together. And then, like, me, her, my brother.
Her brother.
Well, her brother. But for some reason, she must have been with her dad or something. But it was me, her, and her brother, who was, like, older than my brother. My brother's 4 years older, and he's, like, 3 years older than my brother. But he's, like, way taller than us anyway, so he probably looked like our fucking dad. But my sister, obviously, Lori, who loved Halloween, would drive us around. And they would make me go up first, because I was the smallest, to knock on the fucking door. And then they'd be like, oh, and us too. You know what I mean? Because they're like, I'm a robber. I'm a boo. You know what I mean? Like,
and you were like fucking Medusa.
Yeah.
On point.
Yeah. And even if it was like scary, where you know they've set it up to like, you're going to be scared. Kaylin would be like, no, we're not getting candy then. I'm like, oh, we getting candy. Like, hold on. Hold my snakes. Because I'm going up there.
If y'all could have seen the motion she did, like, she basically took her hoops out. Like, she was basically ready to fucking fight.
Yes. Like,
oh my God, that was great.
He knew what buttons to push. Like, not like, oh, we're going to go home. We're not going to get that candy. Oh,
So he was like the ultimate hype guy.
Yes.
To get you lit to be like, no, we're going to fucking do it.
Because if people put in effort of, like, having someone that looks like a scarecrow that's, like, padded... And you're like, oh, it's just a dummy scarecrow, and it's actually someone, and they're gonna, rah. Like, why would you do that to, like, a 6-year-old? But, I mean...
On the other hand, good for you, that's fucking genius.
Yeah, like, I want to do it. But when I'd sweat, I'd be like...
I know. Because it is never fuck these movies. It is never fucking cold on Halloween here.
No.
And if it is, like, the one year that it is actually cold is the year, like, that we fucking did... Tweedledee and Tweedledum and had on leggings and we're in short sleeve and we're freezing our asses off.
Yes. But if they put that effort in, you know it's going to be good candy. Like, they're not going to have the fucking Tootsie Rolls and Dots.
Which is the good candy, but go ahead.
But anyway, so we're riding around in her truck, and it was like this old gray truck. God, then I'm like, wait, was it her beetle bug? No, it was her truck. Anyway, so I don't know how to describe this person, but we call him Redbug. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I remember this, but I don't. I couldn't tell you the story, but I remember it.
Okay, so it's this man, and I swear he's like Pentecostal or something, and not that that's wrong or anything. It's just...
Wait, is this the hey guy?
No, oh God.
Okay.
We will have to tell you that story later. Because he's just like one of those people that come into your life, and you're like, I thought you were dead.
I know, legit.
Like, you're just passing randomly, and you're like, oh, fuck.
And then you hear, hey.
Yes.
And you're like, fuck my life.
But, no, this guy, he did caricatures at all the festivals and stuff, but my mom and my sister did crafts. So we were always at the festivals because me and my brother were cheap labor. And they're like, you can get a corn dog. And I'm like, I'm there. Like, giant corn dog, sign me up. Put all the mustard on it. Like, whatever.
Give me all the fair food.
And they'd be like, hot chocolate's going to be there. I'm like, I'm in. Like, I am in. And you know, I didn't need sleep, so whatever.
Oh, God. I always do.
So anyway, it was like a rivalry just because it was him. Like, and so him and his, like, Pentecostal group, did I ever say this? He had, like, a patch over one eye. So, like, and he would always do a beret, or, is that what it's called? Yeah. Like, what, like a French?
Yeah.
That was it, but redneck.
Like, he was, like, a French artist, but not.
But not.
Like a redneck version of it.
Yeah. Like overalls instead of, like, the white and black. Yeah.
Oh, he's also a mom now. Okay.
Yes. So, and no ascot. So anyway, he had, I swear to God, they had like a trailer, like where people. Yeah. And we're like, you motherfucker. Like we get, because she would take us to the rich neighborhoods. Like we would walk around hours and like everyone, but she'd be like, all right, pile up, we going. Us three ragamuffins were there. And like, again, there's like 20 of them. So it's a...
You gotta beat them or they'll take all the candy.
It's like fucking Walmart checkout. There's only one lane. You know? And I'm like, fuck. I'm going to get fucking dots. And at that time, I didn't know Carrie. I didn't know I could cash in for...
You knew me.
Well, you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, but you didn't know like you said, you could trade it for...
Yeah.
Trade up in your world.
Exactly. Anyway, so, again, all night, we have been getting at the same time, like... Me rushing up there, being like, coast is clear. Them coming on. Then all of them, it's like, oh my gosh. So one time, my sister, like, kind of peels out in front of them to get, like, because we're like, oh no, we going first. All I remember is that I'm, like, looking back to watch them, you know, and be like, hee, we got you. And then she's like, flip them off. And Terry... He, like, and again, he looks older anyway, but so imagine, like, a 6 foot, like, 12-year-old, and he flipped him off in the back, what do you call that? Like,
back of the truck?
Yeah. And it's like, he had their, like, lights on, so it was just illuminating this huge finger, you know, and it's a fucking church group, and we're like, fuck you! And it's so silly, but that is my favorite. Like, just being silly. Because you know how Lori was. I mean, she prank called people. Like, we would sit around before caller ID, and we'd be like, call Pizza Hut. And she would call Pizza Hut. Or she would call McDonald's and be like, I came through the drive-thru, and I got my supersized fry, and there was a 1 fry in it. Like, stupid shit. You know? And, like, we are busting a gut. Because she would do it in silly voices. Like, busting a gut. Be like, Lord, please do this. So, she was not a moral compass. And on Halloween, it just came all to a head. Or a finger.
She let her freak flag fly.
Yes. But, oh my God, I swear to God, like, Redbug all the time in the festivals and would be like, you know. I'd be like, I'm not going to him. He'd definitely draw my double chin on that. No.
He will not slim me down.
But you know, I saw him at a festival at one point, and I was like, I think that's Redbug. But of course, my mom and my sister are gone, so I can't be like, is that Redbug? I just want to be like, excuse me, are you the person they call Redbug?
Are you of the red bugs or the black bugs? From which do you hail?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's like the only person that does caricatures in like,
100-mile radius.
Yeah, that has a patch over his eye.
Do I want to know why he got the nickname? Because I feel like that's probably an inappropriate story.
I have no idea.
So this could be a totally racist and bigoted
yes.
name, and you have no idea.
I have no idea.
Okay.
It's just like...
I do know that my uncle lived on Redbug Hill.
Well, it might have been your uncle.
It's not.
No, I have no idea. And we have nothing against Pentecostals or anything. It was just a whole fucking lot of them. And we wanted the candy.
A whole fucking lot of them.
It was. But, oh my God. But yeah, that is my favorite. Just because it was so silly. And we got so much good candy. It was just like everything was perfect.
That is awesome. That's almost like a movie.
Yeah. So funny. Oh my gosh.
That's great.
Also, this is not Halloween, but also with my sister. So there's this hill called Thrill Hill, and I don't even know, how does this happen? Like, how does it work, Carrie?
I don't know. You go fast and it's like a bump, and then it makes your stomach drop.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's
everywhere has a thrill hill. Well, that they call,
Yeah. I don't know how it works, but it gets you.
It's like a roller coaster feeling on your stomach.
So my sister was taking me because, we didn't have seatbelts. We didn't have anything. We were in her little beetle bug. Also, her beetle bug, I mean, we never had a lot of money. It had, a hole in it in the floorboard. I could see the road. I had to put my feet, like fucking Spider-Man and hold on to the thing. Yeah. So I'm like, all right. This is my first time going down it. I'm still young, whatever. We're going and I'm like, okay, this ain't gonna be nothing. About that time, it hits and I'm like, I don't see ground. Cause it, you go up a little bit, cause it kind of just drops.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, fuck. Lost a shoe. Lost a shoe. My Superman did not work. My Spider-Man, and a shoe was gone. Because imagine that, I was wearing flip-flops. And I was like, Lori, she was like, sorry. Just kept going. I'm like, all right. Because, you're not supposed to go fast.
Yes.
It's a residential area. So she's like, can't circle back in this blue, mint blue kind of old beetle bug.
With a hole in the floorboard.
Yeah. Oh my God. The shit we would get into. So funny.
So on the day that this releases, we're recording early. So on the day that this releases, we're going to create a thread on Facebook. And so we want y'all to comment with your favorite Halloween memory or a picture. I'll put the picture of Casey and me up. Whatever you want to tell about Halloween, we want to hear it.
Yes. Oh my God. Sorry. I just remembered I dressed up as a dancer one time. I have got to find that picture.
Yes.
Because Potbelly Donna was thinking she was Beyonce before Beyonce was Beyonce.
You were Queen D?
Mm-hmm. But I was Beyonce.
But don't say. I correct myself up.
And I was doing the nay-nay. Not good. No good.
You didn't have the whip?
No.
Just had the nay-nay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure all of them have my forehead cut off because my mom was not.
Your mom was the worst picture taker known to man.
Every picture has my forehead cut off. Mm-hmm. And Tiffany is just as bad.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot get her to take a picture. Mm-hmm. Luckily, we have, phones now that you can see what's going on. Because back in the day, Fujifilm and shit, I'm like, Tiffany, can you just, do a whole body scan of pictures? At some point, it'll work. She's like, well, don't get me to take a picture. Well, one, I have T-Rex arms, Tiffany. And I'm fat. I got to have a good, like my space. You can't be having your real self. You got to have it angled right. All that kinds of shit.
Where did this just go?
Girl, I got candy before, so I was lit.
All right. Thank y'all so much for being part of the Patreon. We truly appreciate everything that y'all are doing, and of course the financial side of it. Like, we are so thankful.
Yes.
So this is just one of the treats that y'all are going to get this month.
We hope you enjoy it.
I don't think we have any tricks planned, just treats. But that was terrible.
No, that's cute.
Leave it, but terrible.
That's cute.
So thank y'all so much, and remember,
Keep it real
and don't get scared.
Ooh. It's bye.